most headphones hot after a long use. There's a little bit of a solution for that, and that is the Sanag C16S. It's an headset that gives you open ear comfort, long battery, deep app control, and the price point, it's under £40. When you think of the Sanag C1S, what comes in the box is pretty much basic. You have the earbuds, the charging case, the USB-C fast charge cable, and a quick start manual. The first impression is that it's a solid case, really, lightweight and flexible ear hooks. Pretty much flexible and easy to snap on. That's the first impressions I have about it. Now, about the design and comfort of this one, I'm going to just fit one on my ears right here, and I can hear a sound actually clicking. I'm going to keep one here on the table so I use that for demo, and I use one as a design in my ear. So this is how it fits in my ear. It has the open wearable stereo design so that there's no pressure of things coming in my ears. Like if I was to put on an headphone like this one. Yeah, this is cool, to be honest. I've been using this headset for 6 years. It works fine. But then sometimes I just don't want this. Or I don't want to put on something this huge. This is cool, yes. Or on some days, I just want freedom to be able to run, to be able to explore life, and still be able to connect with my environment. I can hear everything going on around me. And as someone who is a father, works from home, gets on the train, I need to be able to be alert of what my surrounding really is. And this is where this headphone really shines. So it gives me situational awareness. Yesterday, when I went to the office, I worked for about 5 hours straight, and I even forgot they were actually on. It was until there was a beep in my ear when I had a call that I realized, oh, I had this on. So it's ideal for long use, commute calls, and for focused work, really, to give you clarity of your surroundings. Now, it has AI noise reduction for your calls and for your communication, really. So in noisy environments, it works fine. I can't really test it out and play a recorded call because it does not have the recording function, really. When I tried to use it to record on my phone, it was not seen as a microphone input, so I couldn't demo that bit. But when you use it for calls, really, on the other end of the call, it sounds really good and clear. And I don't have permission to record people's calls, so I couldn't tell you so much about that. But for outdoor use, reliable, for you to stay situationally aware of your surroundings, this is where this is the selling point. And let's break down the tech specs of this one here. So it has Bluetooth 5.4, rock solid connection with your devices, low power use. It has HFP, HSP, AD2P, AVRCP audio profiles, and the codecs support up to 328 kilobytes per second for SBC and AAC up to 250 kilobytes per second. And the latency is actually under 60 milliseconds, which makes it great if you're playing mobile games on your mobile phone. And the app is cool, to be honest, for what it does. I'm just going to tap to connect it now to the earbuds, and you can see that it's connected. It shows the battery status. It shows everything about it. And you can then go ahead to customize your voice options. I've used to listen to music, and the sound profile really does change. So you have the EQ presets, which can really use to modify how you hear music from time to time. And then you can see the status of the battery, and you can modify what the actions actually do right here. And you can go into the AI bit. To be honest, personally, I wouldn't use any of this area here. I just want to listen to music on the go and be fine. There's the sleep portion of it. There's also your AI assistant. To be honest, I wouldn't be using so much of that. You can modify your voice settings. There's a voice wake up option where you can tell the earbuds to wake up, which I think is nice and good. So you need to get the phone permission to be able to do that, which is nice. Also, you have to say Sena for it to actually work. And one thing which I think is nice here, it has notification, but what I've realized is the notifications come in Chinese, and I haven't found the option to disable that I'll modify that language. To be honest, I haven't. So I still picked English, but then the AI bits and the notifications come in Chinese. I I'll give that feedback back to the Sanag team. To be honest, so maybe there's a fixed rate in a firmware version or something, so that it doesn't give me Chinese. I speak English. I don't understand Chinese, so I would love if that was an option. But listening to music really on this headset, the experience has been good. I wore it out to the office yesterday and listened for hours on end to my music, and it was pretty damn good. And the tap control to manage your music listening, I think is a great experience also. So I can pause, increase volume, reduce volume. Actually, when I have that on my ears, this is how I look. It looks pretty damn good, to be honest. And it's just cool to be able to do this. Yeah, I'm trying to get the right fit, but then it doesn't actually flake off. It has earbud finder, which I've not actually tested. Maybe I can, but it's one of the features of these earbuds. I've not been able to test that so far. You can turn on game mode, which is cool. So that 60 milliseconds latency comes in right there. I don't really game a lot, so I can always disable that. And you can also update the firmware. You can have your personal picks of sound profile, which is great. So open here for the sound. It's great when you pick the right sound profile. Vocals and scripts when I'm listening to my podcast or my music. First, let's test it in a cafe, test it on the train, for calls, for listening to media, and for real world use cases. I'm going to be using this in my home office. Yeah, everything connected, no fatigue. I mentioned I use it for train commutes, not a problem. Office work, not a problem. Of course, you can't use this to be a content creator. You cannot. Running indoors, I do that because I try to stay fit in my home office, and that is one of the things I try to do from day to day. Running outdoors, also, you need to be aware of your surroundings, really. Cars, bicycles don't get knocked over. It is pretty nice. No low wind interference when you're on a call, on the move. It's pretty good. And one of the highlights of this is the battery. This is claimed to go up to 8 hours. I actually tested for about 5 hours. It didn't go low. I will show the figures when I do the full real test, but this just give you the first impressions of using this. And with the case, this is claimed to go up to 56 hours in terms of battery life. So you have a total of 55 hours, which is a whole work week time. And quick charge is there. So if you charge for 10 minutes, claim to go up to 4 hours. Tested about 10 minutes, 3 hours for 50 minutes thereabouts is what I got out of it. And you can go all week without having to charge the case, which I think is nice. Just charge on weekends. And in terms of water and dust resistance, this has IPX4 splash and sweat proof. Good for workouts, but not for swimming. And also, the hook stays secure during sweat heavy sessions. This is me jiggling my head, and it's not falling off, which I think is really super nice of this one. So what do I like about this? It's breathable, pressure-free fits to my hairs, always aware of my surroundings, week-long battery life, custom EQ controls and mapping. It's great, and it does not fall off during my workout. Those are what I love about it. But what could be better about the Sanag C16S headset? It has no active noise cancelling, bass licks at high volumes, no multi-device pairing, and there's no battery level indication on the case. The case is light, but there's no battery indication on the case. I think that is something. But for £40, I think you're getting good value for your money. Those are just the cons that come out of it straight up. Now, this is priced at about $39.99 UK price. I'll put the discount code and link to get one at a discount in my video description and the pinned comment. This comes at no extra cost whatsoever. So you can check that out for yourself really. And as a disclaimer really, which I should have done at the start of the video, Sanag, the brand, did send this out to me really to check out. But no money exchange and just the device. And I have no obligation to say good things about it. That's why I actually told you about all the cons about it without having to reserve for myself. So the questions you might also then have is this glasses friendly? Yes. As you can see, I'm recording and I have my glasses on. Fit small ears. Yes, the hooks adjust securely to someone with small ears like me. Large ears also fit just fine. So for your challenge, when you get this, if you get this, Tag me in your workout video using the Sanag C16S, and the top video will get featured in any further Sanag video that I make. I look forward to seeing your videos. Thanks for watching. Drop your questions and test results in the comments. More deep dives will come in pretty soon on this channel. Till I see you again, cheers and goodbye.